Brett Cooper's departure from the Daily Wire is more than just that. First, let's acknowledge the surface narrative. Brett Cooper's departure was announced, things seemed amicable, and she expressed gratitude for her time at the Daily Wire. But then, the Instagram unfollows hit. Jeremy Boring, the CEO and co-founder, gone. Reagan Roach, her producer and immediate replacement on the comments section, also gone. This isn't about casual colleagues. These were key figures in her professional life. The selective nature of these unfollows, while maintaining connections with figures like Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh, and Michael Knowles, adds another layer of intrigue. It suggests a specific grievance, not a general distaste for the entire company. Now, some might brush this off as standard social media drama, but consider this. Brett had built a significant brand within the Daily Wire ecosystem. Her show, The Comment Section, was a successful, consistently performing program. This isn't like a guest host or a newcomer leaving. This is a core personality, seemingly at the peak of her relevance within the organization, walking out, and it's happening only months after the highly public and nasty exit of Candace Owens. What's really interesting here is the timing of Roach's promotion. The announcement felt rushed, almost like a quick cover-up or a predetermined move. This begs the question, was Roach's role in the show already planned, leading to the tension with Cooper? Or was she thrust into the host role as damage control after Cooper's exit? Either option suggests that the departure wasn't as smooth or mutually decided as the official statement implied. Now, what might have actually fueled this? Let's delve into the potential behind-the-scenes conflicts, creative control, and narrative restrictions. The Daily Wire, despite its independent stance, is a large media operation with specific objectives and obligations to its investors. They've built a brand, and that comes with certain expectations. We've seen other prominent figures clash with media companies over editorial independence. Candace Owens publicly aired her grievances over Daily Wire's editorial direction, particularly regarding its stance on Israel, and even had some arguments with Ben Shapiro. This tension was obvious. It's conceivable that Brett, with her distinct style and opinions, might have found herself butting heads with the company's prescribed narrative or with specific editorial decisions. Perhaps they wanted her to lean into certain stories or speak in a certain way, and she resisted. This is what happened with Candace, and is something Matt Walsh and Michael Knowles have all seemed to allude to at different times. The pressure of mainstream acceptance. The Daily Wire has undeniably moved from a fringe voice to a more mainstream position of influence within conservative media. As they've grown, they've inevitably had to wrestle with the pressures of mainstream acceptance and investor appeasement. There is some speculation that Daily Wire is beholden to similar pressures and issues as the mainstream media. They might shy away from certain topics that are viewed as too controversial to keep sponsors happy. Brett, with her more raw, unfiltered takes, might have clashed with this need for corporate approval. The personality brand conundrum. The Daily Wire is not just a platform, it's a collection of individual personalities. Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh, Michael Knowles, they have become brands in and of themselves. Each of these personalities have unique perspectives, so it can be a little complicated on who speaks for Daily Wire as a whole. The clash that arises when the personality wants more agency to speak as an individual, while the company wants thee to be aligned as a cohesive brand, is a potential point of tension. Cooper might have wanted to branch out, create her own space, or explore topics that didn't align perfectly with the Daily Wire's brand, leading to a clash with higher-ups. The power dynamics at play. Ultimately, this boils down to power. The Daily Wire has built a large media empire, and they have some power to wield. When you are an individual worker who doesn't agree with how that power is being wielded, there will be issues. These kinds of creative differences and personality disputes happen in any organization, but when they happen in media, they are put on blast, because that's the business they are in. I'm sure if Brett would have left any other company, she wouldn't have to publicly respond to rumors of her firing.